looking at the money you mentioned, if they are paid well, then I don't think they are pushed to travel or they love to travel outside to go and work as
Yeah,
compared
not
to other
yeah.
African countries like Ghana, Nigeria, and all that. Do they travel? Do they love traveling and all that?
No, no, they don't travel that much. They don't
Mm.
travel. Okay, by far, I only know, I think five nurses from Namibia, Namibian nurses. Five of them in working abroad. That's in UK, in Australia. We don't travel that much. At least the wages of the nurses are not that bad. One can manage with it. So that is why you won't find a Namibian nurse like anywhere. If you see me, it's because I just traveled out of, curiosity or just wanting to, explore and live in a different environment, not necessarily because of the money issue. The wage. I didn't even read the contract like and see the wage and how much. I was just excited to be going to to the abroad. I didn't read the details and all that, but so when the salary kept started coming in, I was like, okay, what is this? Seriously, what is this? Is this what I came for? Like, it was not different because, like I said, back home I could get £1,000 to, if I work overtime, I could get even £1,500, something like that. So it was just a shock for me, really.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first-timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job, then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
Guys, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyame. If you just chance on our channel, I welcome you guys. This program is a worldwide thing. If you want to join, you can join. My numbers are on the screens. Just WhatsApp me or send me a voice note if you want to come on my show. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us for more. I'm going to have a chat with this lovely lady you are seeing on the screens now. Daily Hustle Worldwide in UK. I have Esther with me. Esther, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Daybreak UK.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to know you. What's the name, Esther? What?
So the name is Esther's Bucket List.
Is that your real name?
Yeah, no, that is just the name of my channel, my YouTube channel.
You have a channel too. Okay. But yes. What's your name?
My name is Esther Shikomba. That is my real name.
Esther Shikomba.
Yes.
Oh,
you did
I
justice
see.
To it.
From where?
I'm from Namibia.
Oh.
Yeah. So Namibia is just above South Africa.
Oh, it's first time having someone from Namibia on my show. So you are going to tell us more about Namibia and also moving to UK, what you've seen, what you've experienced, what you've learned, and all that, what you do, and all that. So let's get to know more about you. Which part of UK are you?
So I'm in Liverpool, UK.
Oh,
yeah, I'm in
Liverpool. Do you support Liverpool?
Yes, I support Liverpool. From when I was young, I always supported Liverpool. So I guess that is why I ended up in Liverpool.
Okay, so do you go to stadium to watch the match?
I've never been there yet. It's expensive.
So how do you support them? You support them from afar?
From a distance. I'm a distant supporter.
You need to start going to stadium.
Yeah. I would love to go to the stadium. Yeah.
But you watch
Yeah.
their matches.
Yeah, I do watch their matches. And I also visited the stadium, by the way. I did a stadium tour. At least I
Okay.
was there by the stadium, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Esther, I mean, how long have you been in the UK?
Um, so I've been here now for 2 years because
2 years.
I came September 2021. So this is the second year.
Oh, I see. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
We'll come back to what brought you to UK and what you do and all that. I mean, let's go back to Namibia. Let's get to know more about Namibia and all that. I mean, so tell us, which part of Namibia are you from?
So okay, so I'm from the northern part of Namibia. I am from the tribe called Oshiwambo, Awambo. That is my tribe in Namibia. We have so many tribes in Namibia, by the way. And yeah, so I'm from that tribe, and we are based in the northern part of Namibia, where it's a village. We do farming there, and yeah, I went to school there part of my life, and then I went to the city, Windhoek. Windhoek, if you've heard about the capital city, Windhoek,
Mm.
that is where I finished my high school, and then continued to University of Namibia. Yeah,
Wow. So how do you say I miss you in your language?
I miss you. Ondekuyu ulukwa.
Nice one. Nice one. Okay, so um let's talk about your siblings and all that. Let's know your family and
Yeah.
then
So I'm from a very, very big family.
hmm.
We are nine. I have eight siblings. Well, I'm a twin. I have a twin brother myself. So
Okay.
yeah, I have eight siblings from both from my mom and dad together.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
I have 15 other siblings from my dad only, not from my mom.
Wow.
Yeah,
15.
so yeah, so I'm from a very, very large family.
Your
Um,
father is a champion man.
he is.
He's a champion man.
He was, yeah, he was. He's
Okay.
no more, by the way. So
Oh, sorry.
I only got my mom, who's now based back home in the village in Omfia. It's called Omfia, in Oshikoto region. That is northern part of Namibia.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so I am the third last born. Me and my twin brother, of course.
So
Uh,
where is your twin brother?
my twin brother is back in Namibia.
Namibia.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
in Namibia. Yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
see. I
yes.
see. So tell us other things that we don't know about Namibia. I mean, your food
Whew,
and all.
there's quite a lot to tell about Namibia, hey.
Hmm.
Well, okay, we have so many traditional food, just like any other African country. I know Ghana has so many. I think Ghana has even more like African. I mean,
Have you
traditional
been to
food.
Ghana yet?
I have not been to Ghana yet, but I have close
Oh.
friends. I have close Ghanaian friends who have introduced me to Ghana food, traditional food. But yeah, we also have quite a lot of traditional food
Hmm.
in Namibia. We also have fufu, but our fufu we make it with this pearl millet. You know this pearl millet. I don't know what you guys call it, but yeah, we also grow it in our farm, and we also make fufu with maize meal, maize flour. Yeah, we call it oshifima in my vernacular language. And in Namibia, we eat so much meat. We are meat lovers. We eat so much meat. Even myself, I cannot have a meal without meat because a meal
Wow.
without meat for me is not a
Wow.
meal. So, so if you are coming to Namibia, just be prepared to be eating meat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, in every meal. And yeah, we do a lot of farming in Namibia, and we have quite a lot of tourist attractions.
Hmm.
I think you might have seen in videos of
I've
people
been
that,
seeing a
yeah,
lot of videos. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
looking
people
forward
that
to visit there someday.
yes, please do,
Hmm.
because those attractions are really, really attractive. Things
Hmm.
like the desert meeting the ocean are one of the very, very spectacular attractions. The red, not the red, the pink sea, the pink ocean. we have a lot of wildlife, and yeah, it's just beautiful. You need to visit there.
Wow, wow,
Mm.
wow. Okay, so let's go back to the school. You said you attended university and all that. I mean, what course did you study and all that? I mean,
Yeah, so I attended University of Namibia, and I
mm,
did nursing course. It was a 4-year course. Yeah. It was quite many years ago. I think it's now, I've been qualified nurse now for like, I think 15 years, because it was 2010 to 13 years. Yeah. So yeah, I basically just did nursing at the university.
why do you go into nursing? Why nursing?
Um, I went into nursing for the love of biology. It's because I loved biology and anything to do
Oh,
with biology, studying of human body and all that, and also for caring for people. Because I remember when I first applied for university, I applied for a tourist travel and tourism course, and that was just not my kind of. It wasn't interesting for me, because when I started classes, I realized that there was just nothing in travel and tourism. There was just nothing to do with biology or anything like that. So I was like, I felt like I'm in the wrong place. And yeah, I went to do nursing. And I must say I'm happy because I chose to do nursing, because we don't really struggle to get a job. Um, we have a high number of unemployment rate in our country, but it's not that bad in nursing. Nursing jobs you could find here and there, you know. Unlike other courses where you can actually, like travel and tourism. If I could have done travel and tourism, I could have been struggling to find a job, you know. Uh, but I'm happy that I finally did nursing, because obviously, honestly, nursing, even back home, you could get a job here and there. It's not so scarce, you know what I mean? And probably if I didn't do nursing, I would not be in Liverpool today, because this is what
are,
brought me to
are
Liverpool.
nurses paid well back home?
Um, I would not say paid well, but I would say that they are not they are not it's not so bad. One
They,
can
they
manage.
manage. They
Yeah.
manage.
Yes, one can manage. Because you know why I'm saying that is because
No.
I have spoken to my friends here in the UK who are from different countries, eh? Like people from Ghana, for example, or people from nurses from India or Kenya. But they tell me their wages are like almost equivalent to something like 250 pounds or 200 pounds. And it shocks me, because in Namibia, a nurse can get up to like 1,300 pounds.
Wow.
So it's not bad. It's not bad.
Wow. What
Yeah.
about the opportunities? I mean, we know as you are a nurse, we know people they do the nurse courses, and then when they are done posting, I mean, getting the job becomes
Mhm.
difficult. Let's talk about what. Let's see Namibia too. Is it the same?
Yeah, no, like I mentioned earlier, it's not nursing jobs in Namibia are not that scarce, you know.
Okay.
You can it can take you at least 2 months searching for a nursing job in Namibia. Even when I'm here right now, I see posts of, like, vacancies of nursing jobs in Namibia. So if I'm to say I'm going back home right now, I would not go and suffer finding a job, because even now I'm seeing posts for nursing. So it's not like that's why I'm saying I'm happy that I've done nursing, because it's not that much of a struggle like any other fields to find a job. Even back home in Namibia, you can find a job easily.
Wow. So if
Yeah.
nurses, looking at the money you mentioned, if they are paid well, then I don't think they are pushed to travel, or they love to travel outside to go and work, as
Yeah,
compared
not
to other
yeah.
African countries like Ghana, Nigeria, and all that. Do they travel? Do they love traveling and all that?
No, no, they don't travel that much. They don't
Mm,
travel. Okay, by far, I only know, I think, five nurses from Namibia, Namibian nurses. Five of them in working abroad. That's in UK, in Australia. We don't travel that much, honestly. I think it's because of that. We are not, at least the wages of the nurses are not that bad. One can manage with it. So that is why you won't find a Namibian nurse like anywhere. If you see me, it's because I just traveled out of, curiosity, or just wanting to, explore and live in a different environment, not necessarily because of the money issue, if I may put it that way. So you will find, really, really, for you to find the Namibian nurse is very, very scarce.
Wow. Our African brothers and sisters are just moving out to a Western world and all that. So that means what you are saying, the problem is the salary. I mean, we are not being paid well. That is why we travel. But if we are being paid well, we will not be moving out like that, right?
Of course, of course. Honestly, nobody wants to live in a foreign country. It's not easy being a foreigner. So nobody really wants to be a foreigner. In the Western world, it's not easy. You are in a Western land, you are in a foreign land, and uh, if people were comfortable back home, if people got wages that at least they can manage with, they would stay home. Nobody would want to leave home at all, because people in here in diaspora, it's not the same as home. Home is always home. Home is best. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. I mean, so after practicing the nursing, you worked for how long in Namibia?
So I worked for 10 years in Namibia as a
10
qualified
years.
nurse. Yeah, 10 years. I qualified at a very young age, at 21, 21, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, I completed my nursing course at 21. So I started officially as a qualified nurse 22 years old. And yeah, so I've worked for 10 years in Namibia before I decided to move to the UK. So yeah,
Wow.
and I stayed here for 2 years. So yeah.
Moving to the UK, was it easy? I mean, from Namibia,
Oh
when you
my
guys
God. Oh
apply
my
to
goodness.
leave and all that, to travel and all that, is it easy?
No, it's not easy. At least it wasn't easy for me, because there was so much struggle. I struggled a lot, because the requirements are quite harsh, to move as a nurse. You need to do an English test, which I struggled a lot. I struggled. And I must say, I've lost so much money. If I had kept that money, I could maybe have bought a car or something, because I kept repeating repeating the English tests. Um, I think up to 10 times or something.
You wrote
Because they
you wrote it 10 times.
I'm not an English speaking person now. Yes, I struggled. So there are two types of English tests. So I started with one first, and then I did it 5 times, and I couldn't make it until I moved to the next option. And then the next option, I did it 3 times. Okay, well, I did that test like 8 times. I did English tests 8 times.
Wow.
And mind you, all those tests, you pay money for those tests. Every time you repeat a test, you pay money, like something like 8,000 US, not US dollar, but Australian dollars. And the other one is how much? They are expensive tests. So I must say I've lost quite a lot of money doing those tests, because some of the tests I even had to go do it in Cape Town, South Africa. They are not done in Namibia, so I had to travel to Cape Town. And
Wow.
yeah, I've used quite a lot of money. And yeah, it was not an easy process. There's so much to do for you to, become a nurse, unless you pass your English tests like this, the first go. Then there's nothing much that can, be make the process difficult. I think for me personally, it was just difficult because of the English test that I had to repeat and repeat for. I think it took me something like 2.5 years, just struggling with these English tests. But when I finally passed the test, everything became much more easier, I must say.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So why UK? I mean, we have more countries that you can go to. So
Yeah.
why UK?
We have USA, we have Australia, we have Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, UK is more like a stepping stone. UK is more easier to get here, right? Unlike other countries that the processes are way too, strict, and they require so much time. Like USA, for example, you might even take 2 years. Even though I took 2 years to come to the UK, but like I said, it's only because of the English tests. But countries like USA, there are other tests that you must do, the NCLEX, for nurses that are watching, the NCLEX, and there's so much things that you need to put in place before they can approve you to, to go ahead. But UK, I must say, even though you see many people coming to the UK, it's not because they want to be in the UK, it's because the UK process is much more easier to do, compared to other countries.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah.
So I mean, when you finally got your visa and all that, I mean,
Mm.
I'm sure you were happy.
Oh yeah, I was over the moon. Yes, of
Mm,
course.
mm,
I
mm,
was like, finally, it's time for me to travel. I was more excited about, going to Europe, experiencing the Europe culture, the weather, and all that. Yeah, I was really, really happy.
mm.
Mm.
Were you communicating with somebody there before moving there? I mean, you had friends or maybe some in
Um,
UK before, I mean, moving there, and what are some of the things they were telling you?
Yeah, so yeah, I was communicating with there was two nurses that I knew. One of them, we were doing the English test together, and she passed first. So she
Mm.
went first. She went before me, a year before me. So I was kind of communicating to her, but she didn't tell me things that she was supposed to tell me. People don't tell you things that you're supposed to know so that you can make informed decisions. So she didn't tell me things that I was supposed to know, things that were supposed to help me decide whether should I really go or should I just stay home. Those are things that people need to know before they move to diaspora, because no.
So
So,
what are some of the things that she didn't tell you?
oh my goodness, some of the things are like the bills in diaspora, for example. uh the rent, the housing cost, it's just too much. Like, it can even take up like half of your wages. And also the long working hours, oh my goodness, it's too much. Those are just some of the things. And the weather, this winter weather, where the sun just sets, like, it sets like at 3 p.m. It's already dark. The darkness is just too much. And just life in general, man, it's just.
Okay, let's talk about now. Let's talk about
Yeah.
getting into traveling to UK when you go to UK, and why Liverpool. They have so many cities and all that. Liverpool is a nice place, but it's too cold. Yeah. So why you chose to stay in Liverpool and all that? I mean, let's hear.
um it's just because I chose Liverpool because I supported Liverpool football club. And I think because when my agency was finding me a job, they just found me a job in Liverpool. It's not necessarily because I said I want to go to Liverpool, but it just so happened that I landed in Liverpool, because when you are back home, you are mostly clueless. You don't really know which city, where you want to go. You don't really know those things. And nobody even told me that, Liverpool is much cheaper. The rental is much much cheaper compared to being in the southern part of the UK. So I think it's just by luck, really, that I ended up in Liverpool. Not really to say that I wanted to go to Liverpool. No, it's just that my agency just found me a job in Liverpool.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when you got to Liverpool, I mean, and you got the job. Let's hear from there. I mean, uh, you saw the salary and all that. I mean, let's hear.
Yeah, so I traveled. I got to Liverpool, and we were provided 3 months free accommodation. So your agency or your employer gets you a 3 months accommodation. Well, it depends from employer to employer. Some employers will give you 1 month accommodation, some 3 months, some 1 month, 2 months. But my employer at least gave me 3 months free accommodation. So I was accommodated in that kind of a hostel, kind of a shared home. You know, in Europe we share houses.
Hmm.
It's a norm. We share homes here. So yeah, we started being trained for OSCE. OSCE is another exam that nurses take before you are finally getting your PIN to practice, right? Um, so we started that training. We were attending classes at the institution, and then yeah, in the process we were in a group. It's called a cohort. We were in a group like with other nurses from India and where? Yeah, it was just from India and me from Namibia now. So we did our OSCE trainings for 6 weeks or something, and then we had to go for that OSCE test. As a nurse, you need to be tested for OSCE. And yeah, we passed our test, and then we now started practicing. So the 3 months were over. So we had to look for our own accommodation now. We are no more children now. We are moving out of the house now. We are going to live on our own. So it was a hassle getting a house, getting a place to rent. They were asking for so many things. They were asking for a guarantor, is it a guarantor or something? Somebody that knows you well to,
Yeah,
to
guarantor.
represent you. Yeah, a guarantor to represent you. And we are like, oh, come on, we are new to this country. There's no guarantor. But that is just a requirement from some of the landlords. Some of the landlords don't ask for those things. So yeah, we found another accommodation by the hospital, a hospital accommodation, just flats behind our work. And we were so lucky to find that because we were even just walking to work. It was so easy for us. Again, it's a shared accommodation. It's like it's flat. You just have your room. You share the kitchen, the bathroom and stuff. But it's fine because we are just, you are just a single person. You don't have family. So it was fine.
Wow.
Then we started work. That is just how it was. And then the wages now. So I came with NHS. I started with NHS, and I was not so impressed, to be honest, with the
Why?
wages.
Why?
Because like I said, it
Your
was not.
expectation, eh?
Yeah, I had higher expectations. And when I look at my wage back home, uh, I'd say maybe the difference is maybe 20% or something. So and I don't know why maybe I was so naive. When I was back home, when I received my contract, I didn't even check like the wage. I didn't even read the contract like and see the wage and how much. I was just excited to be going to the abroad. I didn't read the details and all that. But so when the salary started coming in, I was like, okay, what is this? Seriously, what is this? Is this what I came for? Like, it was not different because, like I said, back home I could get £1,000 to, if I work overtime, I could get even £1,500, something like that. So it was just a shock for me, really.
Welcome to Second Generation IT Group. Hello, my name is Ferdinand Asamoah, Director of Second Generation IT Group. We've been in business for the past 5 years, and we have a lot of clients who have come through the school and they're doing pretty well. We offer 18 weeks of cyber course, which runs for every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And people ask, why Second Generation IT Group? Yeah, we offer different courses in cyber. Cyber is kind of big, so we offer risk management, we offer FISCOM, we offer cloud computing, we offer pen testing, and we also offer Splunk. courses are offered virtually. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, and you can just join the course without any. It's very convenient for everybody. You can reach us on our social media. You can reach us on Facebook. You can reach us on Instagram, and you can also reach us on our website, which is Second Generation IT Group LLC.com, the company that provides beyond excellence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I see. Okay. I mean, you've worked 10 years in Namibia in
Mm-hmm.
this nursing thing, and you moved to
Yeah.
UK. I mean, there will be some difference
Mm.
in the nursing field, your field. I mean, what are some of the difference?
I think the most, maybe the difference that I could say is that the work environment, the the infrastructure, of course here it's more, well looked
Advanced.
after. It's more advanced here, and the equipments are more advanced.
Hmm.
uh, and maybe, let's say, maybe the patient ratio, one nurse to 10 patients, one nurse to 15 patients, something like that. Of course, back home, you would find that you are one nurse looking after quite a number of people, patients, while here, at least you have a kind of support. Um, yeah, I think there's not really much significant difference. Nursing is nursing. Nursing is universal. That is why I'm saying it's just really the infrastructure. Otherwise, nursing remains universal wherever you go.
Hmm.
Doctors round, feeding and bathing of patients, round medication round, giving medications. It's the same thing. I didn't see so much difference, to be honest.
I've spoken with few ones, and they kind of compare that back home they relax a bit, but when they travel abroad, I mean, it's so kind of like pressure
Oh my
and
goodness. Yeah.
stress and all that. I mean, the workload.
Yeah.
Is it the same as compared to Namibia?
I must say that here the workload is there's too much pressure. The pressure is too much because there's so much is expected from you. They pay attention to all the details. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously back home in Africa, yes, we do pay attention, but not as as deep as here. So every little detail, you find yourself in the ward, and the pressure is just too much. You are
Hmm.
receiving the dietitian is coming to see your patient, right? So your dietitian is coming, the physiotherapist is coming to see your patient, the speech therapist is coming, the it's just too much. The pressure is a lot. It's kind of a lot here.
Back home, you see a nurse doing so many stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One nurse can do so many stuff. Is it the
Yeah.
same thing there? Maybe uh, you are in charge of this. This is your field. You don't do other stuff. Tell us about UK too as well.
Yeah, so you find yourself, you are allocated a number of patients. So that means you are doing everything for those patients, you see. So that is why I'm saying you find yourself with that one patient who's being visited by all these specialists. They are all coming and asking for you, where is the nurse taking care of this patient? You find yourself like, now who do I attend to first? Like, it's just a lot. And of course there is carers to assist you in things like, in other smaller details like feeding and bathing patients. But you have to pay more attention to your patient because so much is expected from you. And the one thing is that here is more like we are threatened to with a pin. We have this pin. When you pass your OSCE, you get this pin to practice, right? And you find that your managers or your co-workers are always threatening you that you will lose your pin if you do this. If you do that, you will lose your pin, which is kind of frustrating, because now it's like you are in the work, but still you are not, you are just scared. You are just scared because you are scared of losing your pin and eventually going back. If you lose your pin, that means you are going home. There is no pin, you can't practice. So there are really some of the co-workers that really threaten you with losing your pin. Even if it's just telling you to do something or asking you to do something, you need to do that, because if you don't, you will lose your pin. Come on, man. So yeah, back home we are not threatened with that. No, it doesn't happen back home. We are not, like, we have pins back home as well. We have our registration, but we are not threatened of losing our pin and stuff like that.
How do they receive you guys? You being an African, I mean, working with the white people and all that. I mean, patients come in there, these white patients come in there, they see black and all that. I mean, how do they treat you people?
Whew. Yeah, you are black, you are in a foreign land. It's not easy. It's not
Mm.
easy. It's not easy. I don't even know how to put it. So it's like some people are even scared of receiving service from you. They think you are not competent because you are black. Something like, it's just that issue of, oh my God, I'm in the hands of a black nurse. Will I be okay? Will I? We see those things. You see a person waking up from theater, for example. They were under what, anesthesia, and then they wake up and they see you as a black person taking care of them. There, you can see the shock in their faces. You see, but they won't mention it. But obviously, we can see those things. um, and we try our best to give quality care, and then from there the person would now be like, okay, so I was just scared, but this person is really good, the nurse is really good, she really did her work very good. But the other thing is also from colleagues. The colleagues now from the land, from here, some of them are really really unwelcoming, really really unwelcoming. Those kind, some of the remarks that they make, and yeah, I think we just grow a tough skin because we came to people's land. So yeah, things are happening. Really, some people are really racist towards black nurses. We see the things, but what can we do?
Wow. So are
Yeah,
you planning to go back again?
of course.
You want to go back? You want to go back to Namibia?
Yes, of
Why?
course. Why not?
Why do you want to go?
I'm going home
Why?
because of so many reasons, to be honest. I feel like I can't spend the rest of my life in diaspora, you know. I'm here to do what I have to do, maybe collect a few coins and go back home. Go back home and build and uplift my community, go back to civilization. Because here we are not, I feel like here we are not even living, it's more like just surviving. I feel like my life, or our life, it's, when you are in diaspora, it's like your life is on hold. It feels like you are waiting to go and leave later on when you go home. That is just how it feels. It feels like you are not living right now. You are waiting to collect money and then go and leave after some years. So yeah, I have to go back home and live and be home and feel at home, and not just and feel like a person. Because here, when you are here, you are a black. You are not a person. You are a black. You see, even someone, you are walking in the street, they are seeing a black, a black person, a black. But when you are home among your own people, you are not a black, you are just a person. You are a person, you are a community, you are a family member, you are a friend, you are. So yes, definitely I'm going back home.
Wow, that's good. It's good you
Yeah.
want to come back home. That is what we all want. We want to
Yeah.
better our country so that we can also stay here and then, I mean, um, build the country well and all that. But it's just unfortunate that is the what our expectation, what we're supposed to get and all that is not really
Yeah.
coming from our leaders.
Yeah.
They are not helping us. That is why
Yes.
people are moving out. But Africa is the best place to be. Um, I mean, you feel comfortable. That's your home.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do, you can do it and all that. But traveling
Yeah.
to someone's country and all that, the way they treat us and all that, sometimes is bad. But
Mm.
aside that, I mean, let's talk about movements. I mean, you go to town. I mean, cost of living, the food that you want to eat,
Mm.
all that. I mean, tell us about Liverpool.
So Liverpool has quite a good transport network. I must say, the bus, the train is there, taxis, and yeah, going to town is simple. You catch a bus, you go to town, or you catch a train, you go to town. It's quite simple. It's quite affordable.
Mm,
Um, like in Liverpool, you get in the bus, you can actually get a ticket, a ticket. Like if you are going to make a lot of trips, you can get one ticket to use the whole day to save yourself. Like you only pay £4.90, and with
mm,
that ticket, you can just hop on, hop off. So it's quite simple with the transport. I like that. The food. The food is one thing that really makes me want to even run back home tomorrow because, you know, we are used to our own African food, which is also quite expensive here. If I go to an African shop to go and buy cassava flour, for example, it's quite expensive. It's not that affordable. Um, and the food, the English food now, uh, it's not like my favorite kind of food. I prefer to eat food like from back home, or if I know someone traveling from home, I always send them to bring me food from home. But obviously, that food won't last because it won't be much.
mm, mm.
And going to an African shop, the food from African shop is also a bit costly. So, and I feel like there's a high rise in food prices also here. Food has just become expensive nowadays.
Everything is expensive. It's not only food.
Yeah, yeah. Everything is expensive. That is the thing. Everything here in Europe is expensive here in the UK. Things are so expensive. It's not to say that things are cheaper here. No, 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 no. I don't think things are cheaper here. It's just the same as home. Things are expensive. Food expensive. Transport is expensive. The only thing that I really think is cheaper here is clothing. Clothing is really cheap. If you walk in a shop, they always have sale. You know, clothing is really cheap. But anything else, no.
Wow, wow. Are you
Yeah.
planning to visit Ghana someday? Now you say you have Ghanaian friends and all that. I mean, you have other Africans too as well. Are you planning to visit Ghana?
Yes. I really want to visit Ghana. Yes.
Mm,
I
mm.
really want to. And if there's a Ghanaian watching and wants to wants to invite me to Ghana, please do invite
You
me
are
to Ghana.
always invited. I'll bring you.
Of
I'll
course,
invite you to Ghana.
please, I want to see Ghana. It's one of the best African countries. Hey, I see that it's one of the best countries that people in diaspora go to when they move from wherever they are coming from. They always choose to
Ghana
go
is the
to.
gateway to Africa.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. No, I agree. I really want to see Ghana, Accra,
Uh,
Ghana.
Accra, Ghana. So you need to come.
Yeah.
Maybe we will get you some boyfriend from Ghana. Eh?
Okay, okay. All right, okay.
Are you dating now? Maybe you are single, so we need to get you a guy from Ghana.
I think I have someone from Ghana, hey?
Oh, you already have somebody from Ghana.
I think so.
You think so? Oh, is the person in Liverpool, or the person is
Yeah.
already the person is in Ghana?
No, in Liverpool.
Oh, so you have a Ghanaian boyfriend in Liverpool?
Don't put it
Oh,
that way. No, don't put it that way. I just
but
have Ghanaian, very, very good Ghanaian friends
oh,
that
friends. It's not only one.
that
Friends.
that wants to take me to Ghana. Friend that wants to take me to Ghana.
But I'm talking about one particular guy, maybe a
Uh,
boyfriend.
yeah.
Do you have one
Yes.
from Ghana?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Then you come to Ghana soon.
Of course.
That is why you love Ghana,
That is
eh?
why I want to see Ghana soon.
Okay, okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You will come. You come with him, okay?
Of course.
You come and see Ghana. We have nice places to visit,
Yeah.
nice food and all that. I mean, you enjoy. But when
I
you are
know
coming,
that for sure.
you bring more pounds. Remember
Yeah.
that.
No, you know the thing is I went to attend this Ghana party in the park.
Okay.
Um
Oh, you went to the Ghana party
in
in the park. Okay.
yeah, in London this year. And it was really a good experience.
Hmm.
Tasting all the food, and just being among a large group of my African people,
Hmm.
it was really a good experience. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
That's nice. So, what are you telling those who are watching us who are planning to come to UK and all that? What you've seen? I mean, your final words. What are you telling them and all that?
You know
What they
one
should
thing I would
prepare. Hmm.
yeah, one thing I would tell anyone that really wants to relocate to the UK is they need to make the proper research before coming to relocating. You know why I'm saying this is because I was speaking to a colleague of mine who's from Nigeria. She was doing so well, so good back home, owned a big mansion of a house, having cars, like, living good and living large, being comfortable. But when she came here, the work that she's doing, carer jobs, um, you could see that really it is so difficult when you move from your own comfort zone and move into diaspora. She is even like sourcing money from her business back home to help. You know how costly that is, getting money from
Hmm.
home to use
Hmm.
in the UK. So what I'm saying is that if you are doing good back home, you are having a car, you can move from point A to B, you are owning a piece of land, you are having a house. I think it's about time we start trying to venture into different kinds of businesses and just trying to make it back home, because here I may say it's kind of not worth it, especially when you have so many responsibilities. Do you know that some people move to diaspora and then they just become the sponsor of their family? You see, people back home, please, please, guys, you need to be easy, to take it easy on your family members in diaspora, because some of the people are just working to sponsor their family members back home. So a person cannot save, a person cannot even do anything anymore, because you here in the UK, you are paying for a house for rent, you are eating, you need to warm up your house in the winter, and then now you have family back home who is just milking money from you. That is why we don't come back home. We can't come back home because we didn't have any savings. We don't have any savings. It's too much. And when you come back home without anything, the same people are the same people who are going to be laughing at you that, oh, Esther was in Europe for 10 years. Now she's here with nothing. She don't even have a house or something like that. I think people need to really take it easy on their family members. And guys, life in diaspora is not easy. It's not an easy life. It's not an easy life. It's a struggle. It is a struggle, especially people that come without papers. For us, for some of us, we came as professionals. We are professionals, but we are still struggling. We are still
Hmm.
struggling to save money. We are still
Hmm.
struggling with this and that.
Hmm.
the feeling of belonging. You don't feel belonging at all. Whether you live here for 10, 20 years, as long as you have this skin, you will never feel, you will never belong here. You don't belong here. Whether even people that are born here, anyone that sees you, they see a person from Africa. You don't belong here. So if you know what is good for your own sanity, rather stay home where you feel you belong, you feel the freedom, you eat your food. Let's just try and make it back home. um
The perception we have back home. Let's take it from your side. You just mentioned, you just said something right now about
mhm.
family, friends, and all that. Let's talk
Yeah,
about your end. I mean, when we travel, our friends, our family members travel abroad, we see them to be rich. I mean, do Namibia, do they have those perceptions too as well? As you are in abroad, they see you to be rich, and they be calling you, testing you, send money. We need this, we need that. Do you
yeah.
face the same
Yes,
problem?
definitely. Yes. Yes. When when you are here, every little problem is for you to solve. Who is sick, send money for them to go to hospital. Who your cousin, your nephew needs to go to register in university, send money. So did I come abroad to solve everyone's problem?
Problem?
Like, no. No. And this is what I think, people in diaspora, this is what they need um to learn. You cannot be solving everyone's problem. You can't solve everyone's problem. Otherwise, that is
Problem,
why.
problem, problem. No, they finish. Problem.
No,
You know they
no,
finish. You
not
go
at
solve
all.
tire.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. So if you really dream of going back home one day, if you want to go back home one day, and you don't want to go home empty-handed, you don't want to live in the UK for 10 years and go back home and cannot even build yourself a house or even buy yourself a car, you need to be very strict on these family members. If they tell you they want to start a business, tell them to send you a proposal. Once you ask for that business proposal, forget it. They will not continue with that business plan, because if someone um, cannot come up with a business proposal, why do they want money from you? Then they are not serious. Just ask for a business proposal. You will not hear them asking for money
That
again.
is a good strategy. Business
Yes,
proposal. So we start
yes.
asking them. If they ask us money, we say business proposal.
Hey, business proposal.
Esther, Esther, thank you so much for coming on my show. So, I mean, before I leave you, I mean, you have any shout outs and all that? Say something in your language. I mean, your local dialects to them. Tell them that, hey, you said what's up, hello. Give them shout
Oh.
outs and let's sign out.
Okay, so before I say that, guys, I also have a YouTube channel. Please, that is
Hmm.
my YouTube channel name there on
What's
the
the name?
screen.
Mention it.
Esther's Bucket List. Um,
Esther's bucket
List.
list. Okay.
Yes, Esther's
Okay.
Bucket List. Please, guys, if you are watching this, go and subscribe to my channel. Support
Hmm.
me, because I want to go back home in the next 3 years. Okay, so please go and support me. And please, something in my own language. Yeah, onda ndaha kucha ucha onda panduru nene shinde yako koshike ko channel auka. So nguto talane kwa video hano mo uliko Namibia nando kuli tangishi nene tangi nene cho tamusapota tamusapota o channel ya tatengo. So ndahala kumuhara mayambeko. And oh my god, no. You know what, ne? It's like I don't speak my language that much anymore. Like, the only time I get to speak my language is when I call people back home. Ah, I miss speaking my
I
language.
understand. I understand because you don't have a lot of Namibians in where
Yes,
you are now. I mean, so the communication is everything. I mean, everything is about English, English. Unless you
yes.
call people back home, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. So you
Mm.
have to be calling them back home and be talking to them. But you
Talking.
know that when you call them and you talk, they will end up saying, send something,
That
send.
is the thing. That is the thing.
Esther, Thank you so much
Yes.
for coming on my show. Lovely one there, okay?
Thank you so much. It was good being on your show. Thank you so much.
Nice one, nice one. Thank you so much. You heard from Esther straight from Liverpool on Daily Also Worldwide. I mean, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to come on my show, my numbers are on the screens. Just WhatsApp me or send me a voice note. Make sure you share the video to your friends, like, subscribe, and all that. This platform is open to all. I know people, most people message me and say, "Oh, Nyame, when you meet your people, you don't want us to hear, you don't speak English with them, and all that." This platform is open to all. We can do English, we can do the languages that I can speak, only English and my local dialects. Yeah, but as for French, I can speak French. Bonsoir. So link up. My name is DJ Nyame. I'll thank my production team, DJ Click, Sharon, and Tina. Follow us for more. Link up if you want to come on my show. I mean, let's vibe. Daily Hustle Worldwide Tour. I'm out.
At Venice View Beach Resort, we welcome you to a star-rating vacation with access to a private beach, individual chalets staffed with California king bed, Turkish furniture sets, and ceramic decor pieces. You are assured of an R&R stay with us. Our architecturally designed Black Star Square pool, bordered by the ocean, provides a more breezy swim and relief of stress. Come enjoy a full-service holiday lodging facility at affordable rates. Locate Venice View Beach Resort at Bakun near the Atobo Ghana Gas Company in the western region of Ghana. For further inquiries and bookings, do visit www.veniceviewbeach.com. Venice View Beach Resort, redefining luxury.
Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. I'll wait to others. Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere.
Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.